we've all, I would say most of us, you know, and probably in the same position, have came across some losers or a loser that didn't know what love was. They didn't know, you know, what greatness was. Now, I'm not saying that we're the best thing in this world, right? Be honest with you, but you did all that you can to make sure that this person is happy. You did all that you can that, okay, this friendship that I've built and I put time in, you meant well. You meant to show that you're very genuine and making sure that you're there for that person. Now, for most people, they believe that, hey, you know what? I done gave them some money, resources, right? I done gave them some material things. I done tell them how nice things about it. Then they didn't appreciate it. No, those things right there don't mean anything. At least to a person that's loyal, that's genuine, that'll put your time and energy. You put time and energy to that specific person. Now, like I said, this video is not only about relationships, it's about friendships, right? It's about, building, right? We at a time now where people, they want access to you when they want you. They want to take your time and energy and just use it when they want to. They want to just be that rug on the floor that they just step on, and you should just be able to just take it, and they make you feel guilty that the fact that, hey, you know what I mean? That you even saying anything in response back. I'm here to let you know, as your best friend, your new best friend, to don't ever beg anyone to be with you. Don't ever beg anyone to just, hang with you, because you are very valuable to someone else. Before I get into the video, let me introduce myself. Again, this is Gene, your best friend, your new best friend. And I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe. And today we're going to talk about, and I already said the title of the video, don't ever beg anyone to be with you. And also, don't ever beg anyone to be in your life, because you definitely are very valuable to someone else. It comes a point in time now, especially in this generation, I always mention this, that most people, they don't have an identity. And let me break it down to you. And I always say they don't have an identity. And let me break this down to you. You could be a person that's very happy, right? You can be a person that's just, you know your worth, right? You believe it's something as simple as good karma. You believe in just being you believe in just helping people. You believe you care for people. You love people. There's people in this world, they don't believe in any of that. Hey, they may believe that, hey, I care for this person, I believe in that, but it's only a specific type of people that they believe they can do that for. We are in the world now, and I'm gonna say this too, that people love people that don't care for them, because genuinely they don't care for themselves, so they'd rather be with someone that don't like them. And it's sad, and this is a sad world, because you're doing all that you can to make sure that, hey, you're different than this person. You see some potential in this person. Now, if you're in a relationship, this person done went through certain things, and I advise anyone that if you're dealing with someone that's going through a specific trauma, or they're just going through a breakup, I wouldn't even advise for you to even talk to that person. But a lot of people are going through certain traumas, as I stated, hurt, and they want to put that in you. There's some people that, let's talk about friendships, they done got things, they done got hurt, they done got betrayed, and you're a person that just means well, and they'll see that and say, oh, okay, they know from the get-go that you're a good person. But anything that happened to them with that previous person, they haven't gone through that trauma they haven't, what was that going through? They went through that trauma, but they haven't healed from that trauma. So what they will do, they will definitely come around you knowing that you have a good soul and you mean well. And anything that you may say, anything that you know, they can see some type of similarities to that person in the past, they'll use that against you. Relationships, you can be with a person and you would think, okay, you know, that person is a very nice person, and we were chilling, we was having a conversation, but you thought about it, you were like, yo, you know, you breaking it down to this person, and then here they go, they lashing out. They lashing out and telling me, oh, you said that, you said that. And it's only because, believe it or not, it's not you, it's really them. It was because what that person said to them before. So they testing you as if like what you saying could be a bunch of BS. And I got to the point, me personally, where any sign of, okay, I'm having a conversation with you, and you bring up, okay, you know, I just, you know, let me break it down to you. You know, I'm gonna give you a scenario. Yeah, I was just in a relationship. The minute I hear that you were just in a relationship, you just break it up, I'm not even. I'll have a conversation with you. We'll chop it up, but I wouldn't really go as far, really trying to, you know, oh, you know what, you know, let's kick it, go somewhere and go get some, you know, go to the. Ain't gonna be none of that. You want to be around people that mean well. You want to be around people that you got your soul tribe, where like you guys could put each other on, and you could go and laugh, and then you can joke around. You know what I mean? And what I have to say, joke around is like nothing nothing personal, but it could get to the point where you can joke around about something and have humor, and then you just carefree, like, dang, so and so is real chill, real cool. That's what you want. You could be talking to someone in, let's say, a relationship, or you like this person. You know, you look, you know, for example, they say, oh, you look cute, yo. You know what I mean? That little pointy thing in your nose, you know. Oh, really? It's good. And that could be something that, hey, you have some type of insecurity about, right? But that person make you feel like, oh my gosh, yo, like, yo, this person made me feel special. That little pointy thing that looked like a bump on my nose, it just made me feel like, yo, you know what I mean? So insecure because I felt like it was a pimple, but you know what I mean? And this person just looked at it and just kissed it, and that's what you want. You want to feel like you're valuable to someone. Don't ever get in a position with someone and let's say something that makes you feel insecure, because we all have insecurities. Even I stated before, I have some insecurities. But you want to be around someone that they just look at you and it's like, oh, dang, that little bump in your nose just looks so cute. You know it's not a, well, they know it's not a bump, but it just looks like a, you know, an example. You want to feel like you're valuable to someone, but if someone is coming around you and that same thing that makes you feel insecure, and they can feel some type of thing around you, friendship or relationship, and they'll use that against you. That's why you got that big bump in your nose. Knowing that, you know what I mean, that you feel insecure about it, and then they bring that up just to hurt your feelings. That's not a person that you need to be around. That person that you want to be around that's going to make you feel valuable, they'll make you feel like you're the best thing in the world. Me personally, like, I haven't really met that person yet that made me feel like that. I mean, you do come across people that make you feel good, but I've taken the time to put time into myself, you know, emotionally, you know, physically, to, you know, put that love into myself. Now, as a man, some guys gonna be like, oh man, come on, you're a grown man. How can you share your feelings? This, that, and the third. Listen, I'm a healed virgin. I'm healed. Especially when I talked about a few videos ago about that person, what they did. If they would, I say this, if they would have caught me, I say years ago, then that person wouldn't be walking right now. Now, that's not no threat. I'm not, like I said, I'm not coming across as a, you know what I mean? As, you know, I'm against this, that, and the third. I'm not making it look like, okay, back in. I just know who I am and what I've came across. You know what I mean? And that's the thing about you. When you know you're valuable, you know that, you know, who you are, And me, like I said, I'm healed. Of course, it's still, think about it like, wow, you know what I mean? But at the same time, as a man, there's nothing wrong with knowing your value. There's nothing wrong. Especially in the environment that you're coming from, an environment where people are hurt. And I always advise, like, for you to put that time into yourself and know your value, because when you know your value, you know what you represent and who you are, can nobody tell you and nobody treat you any type of way. Can nobody tell you anything to make you feel like you're belittled, because you know who you are, you know what you're about. And most important, like I always said, you have an identity, you know what you're about. Ladies, don't ever let nobody taking your time and mistreating you and telling you certain things and saying that you're this and that. Know your value. Take some time and put some time into yourself. Know what you love, what you don't like. You know what I mean? Like, we learn about ourselves every day. Even me, I learn about myself every day. But at the same time, can nobody tell me who I am and what I'm about? You know what I mean? And that's why, like, you have to take your time, get to know a person. Don't ever, put your guard down and say, okay, you know what? I know this person for like a week or two. They've been real consistent, and I'm gonna let my guard down. Nah. You don't really know a person, and I can't tell you exactly really know a person until you feel deep down that they've been showing you for time and time and time, and you know that they done prove to you without you even ask them how do you. And people change, and even if you've been with this person or you're around a certain group of people, and you notice that there's some change, and there's been consistent, that change been happening, and then they've been showing you that they wasn't real, immediately cut them off. Don't put no time into people that's not showing what your value is, all right? So if you like this video, I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe to you already see the hand, to your best friend, your new best friend. And I invite you guys to please like, share, and subscribe, all right? Peace.